In my last news video about a month ago, we talked about how 2K sales are down, and that's good for those of us who want change within the game, because obviously 2K doesn't need to listen to the core community if sales are up, but if the wallet starts getting hit, then things have to change. Well, I have really bad news for us. You don't need to read this all, but basically 2K released earnings a few days ago, and they've already sold more 2K23s than 2K22 at 11 million copies with about 3 months left. And even worse is it says, quote unquote, achieving its highest ever virtual currency sales. So if you're expecting a dramatic change from 2K23 to 2K24, I wouldn't hold your breath because it's not looking good for that. It also said after the 11 million copies sold, quote unquote, a record for the series at this stage, which means it could potentially outsell the highest selling 2K ever, which is 2K20 at 14 million copies. Now I know I'm going to get so many comments about how the game's been on sale for so long, and I'm not arguing with what they did to get those numbers, but as long as they got it, they don't care. Anyway, we have a lot more to talk about, so let's go. A 2K creator who most likely sold their soul was able to get a build 60 to 99 overall. They don't have to grind it from 2K. Of course, they still have to pay for it because that's 2K. But anyway, we were able to see that it costs 465,000 VC to upgrade this build to 99 overall. That is over 100 US dollars, and that is insane, 2K. I know a lot of creators have sold their soul, but this has got to change. I mean, how much further can you go up, bro? Like, what's next year gonna be $150 to max out a build, bro? It's crazy out here. Anyway, as you would expect, 2K is probably last in terms of innovation. Well, what I mean by that is Madden 24 now has confirmed crossplay on the game. Xbox and PlayStation can play each other. But hold on, a lot of 2K creators are speculating that 2K24 is going to have crossplay. Let's roll Double H's video on that.
2K24 will have cross-platform. Now you might be asking, why would I say something like that? Well, 2K has dropped 2 new games in 2023. One being PGA Tour, which was introduced as 2K's first cross-platform game ever. And recently they dropped another game called 2K Lego Drive, which was also cross-platform. What's another game they plan on dropping in 2023? Yup, 2K24. Not only that, but other big sports titles like MLB The Show, Madden 24, and FIFA 23 are also cross-platform. So 2K is the only big sports title that's not cross-platform.
The most interesting part about it to me is that a big creator like Double H didn't say it might have, maybe it will. He said 2K24 will have cross-platform. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I also believe 2K dropped WWE, 2K23 or 24, whatever, and that also has cross-platform. So it's looking good that 2K24 will have that. Now, of course, they obviously should not add PC unless they're going to get rid of the hackers. I have to say that every single time. And we need good servers in general. Don't say 2K can't give us cross-platform because the servers are going to be so bad. Stop making excuses for 2K. They need to give us both. Better servers, less lag, less latency, and cross-platform. You see what I'm saying? We need to stop making excuses for 2K. And just one more thing I want to talk about before we move on is I've seen a lot of people say that 2K could have been adding cross-platform to their other smaller games first to test it out, to see how it's going to work before they add it to one of their biggest games. So hopefully that's what we get. Now look, 2K messed up really bad recently, and it's got to be called out because it's actually pretty funny. Now I didn't care about this event, but it was called Strikeout. Run Strikeout this weekend, get double XP. And long story short, I messaged a YouTuber who I'm not going to say his name because it doesn't even really matter, and I said, yo, you gonna make a video on this because I know you make a lot of videos on these events and stuff. And this is what he said. He said, yup, it's the exact same event, just a different, title than knockout. So instead of like boxing knockout, 3 knockdowns and you're out, they did baseball strikeout, so 3 strikeouts and you're out. Same exact event, different name. They literally dropped the same event and just gave it a different name, which I thought was hilarious, and I don't think anybody talked about it. So I didn't know because I didn't play the other event. So how was I supposed to know? I didn't play either of the events, but I just thought that you guys had to see that because it was pretty funny. Anyway, Jawbridge4th said, at NBA 2K, can we get some 2K24 news? And someone said the website is up. So if you type in nba.com/2K24, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you type all that in, it actually takes you to a site, and I've already looked at it as well. It says free form section, primary block heading. So this is just like an example text, right? But if you type in 2K24, it takes you to this part of their website, meaning they are getting ready to start adding some 2K24 stuff on there. Now, once again, it's about that time of the year when NBA 2K24 news is about to come out. Of course, I'm going to be informing you guys with everything that comes out every single year. So make sure you turn on notifications if you haven't, because it's about to get crazy. But what I'm trying to say is, do not buy the game because of my videos, because of me. Do not buy BC because of me. I'm simply giving you the news. You make the choice to buy the game if you're going to or not. Badge Plug's got to pay his rent, bro. Drop a like if you want me to pay my rent. So I'm going to inform you guys, but buy the game at your own risk, please. Anyway, we have a lot more to talk about, so I cannot waste any time. D-Man UNT went to Twitter and he said, not gonna lie, the quick drops might be one of those animations that has to be thrown in the 2K vault. Now, Stacks, another 2K YouTuber, responded to that and he said, never understood why they raised the rating requirement, acknowledging the package is an exploit, but not fixing the actual issue. So let me know how you guys feel about quick drops in the comment section down below, and if they should be in NBA 2K24 or not. Now, the next thing is, when the mascots came out, GV had a tweet that went crazy in the 2K community because a lot of people were agreeing with what he said. Now, this is what he said. Personally, be on board of mascots annually with the same process to earn them. Glad to see others excited, but for me, it's a snooze fest. I'd love to see them in the future to include mascots, but with a fresh idea on how to earn them. To me, having all mascots available day one and each mascot has its own quest to unlock, something related to that team, something difficult to earn but feels rewarding when it's done. Now, Bulls, a 72 win streak, Bucks, 38,000 points, Raptors, 10,000 dunks, Spurs, 10,000 post moves, Nuggets, 2,000 blocks, Sixers, 1,000 ankle breakers, just a few random ones. Could even do multiple challenges per mascot. Now, of course, they don't have to be that extreme, like 38,000 points or something, but I believe that's a very good idea and a twist to having the mascots in the game, which would also benefit 2K, because like if you want 2,000 blocks, you're gonna make a build that gets blocks or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So that would be a cool twist on it, because at this point I'm also bored of mascots as well. If you guys seen my video when the new season came out, I don't really care for them. I mean, okay, it's mascots, cool. I've seen them 8 years in a row now, you know? It's just another thing that they add into the game. Now, Double H said add a ranked mode to 2K24, add a ranked mode, and it just kept going. We've talked about this many times. I do believe 2K should add a ranked mode into the game that actually matters, that rewards you for playing, that gives you some sort of reward, that gives you an advantage over someone else that hasn't been able to achieve that reward, meaning you're good enough to get that reward, and so on and so forth. We've been talking about this the entire year, how 2K needs to add rewards that incentivize you to play, a reward that makes you go, I have to get on today so I can get this reward right here, and not just for park players, but for rec, stage, pro-am, all those type of players. And the easiest way to do that is to give us gameplay rewards. Like, for example, because every time I bring this up, some people are like, oh, how could they do that? You guys just complain. Like, yeah, bro, you're cool with getting a low rider for legend, okay? I got it. I see who you are now. I get it. But anyway, I do understand that a lot of people only want to get onto Hoop, and that's fine. But there's a lot of people that don't. So what I'm saying is have rewards like +3 to one attribute, right? One attribute that you can choose, like +3 to playmaking. So if I have an 82 ball handle, now I can have an 85, and that's also going to unlock me animations to be able to speed boost, to get more dribble packages, or go from an 86 three-pointer to an 89. That's going to give me gold agent threes, for example, this year. You know, so many easy things 2K could do. I could sit here for 5 minutes straight and give you rewards that 2K could easily put in the game that's way better than any reward they gave us this year, but I've already done that before. So I was just giving you guys an example for maybe someone that's new and hasn't heard me talk about it before. Now, anyway, I made a tweet because there's a small amount of the 2K community, like 5%, that blames everything wrong with the game on 2K creators, which we've talked about before is not true at all. For example, I've been playing a lot of rec lately, and the worst thing about it is people cry and complain. If they don't touch the ball for 1 minute, they quit the game. They run out of bounds. You know, they do things like that. That's the biggest problem with the community, is we have crybabies that don't want to play real basketball. Now, anyway, I made a tweet and I said, the life of a rec point guard. First play, pass to the shooting guard. Second play, to the small forward. Third play, to the power forward. Fourth play, the center's running out of bounds because he hasn't got the ball yet. Now, LD2K, if you guys don't know who that is, I don't know what to tell you. He said, yeah, we ran into that, and I escalated it up before my rec game ended. I said, nah, that's wild. LMAO, the power of LD2K. So what he's saying is, he ran into someone that was just running out of bounds and being a crybaby, and he most likely got them banned. Now, he said, all jokes aside, they're looking at it, and I said, fixing 2K one tweet at a time. But seriously, I'm sure you were someone who passed this issue along, so thank you once again, LD. He's always been someone who tries to help out the community, and that is another example of our voices really do matter. Now, I had to even go look at the NBA, because obviously it's something that doesn't really happen, but offensive player out of bounds is insane. What even is that? Someone can not only stand out of bounds, but they barely lose any teammate grade. So people blaming it on just the community is crazy. Yes, the community is a huge issue, but 2K has to go in there and change some rules up. If you do continue to have offensive player out of bounds in the game or something like that, you have to heavily penalize these people. There's no way my teammate can stand out of bounds because I missed him on one pass, or he doesn't have the most shots in the entire team, and they don't get graded out. You need to have a heavy penalization for that. What I mean is, if you have an A teammate grade and you get an offensive player out of bounds, now you got a B. You get another one, now you got a C. You only get a few chances and you're out of here. There's got to be a griefing system or something. Like if someone does that 3 plays in a row, your team is allowed to vote and kick that person off the team. You know, there's many examples you could do to fix this issue. So yes, the 2K community is a huge problem, but 2K's also got to do something about it. So stop blaming YouTubers when I literally preach getting assists, you know, passing to the open man, winning. That's the most important part of the game. In this season, I'm averaging like 10 assists a game, bro. That is what matters. But we got people blaming YouTubers when that is the real issue. Anyway, guys, click this video or NBA 2K24 will be trash. I made a pure slasher that has a 99 in every single finishing stat. It's pretty crazy to watch, I can't lie. I don't know why you're still listening to me, bro. Click this video right here. Click the video, and I'm out. Click it. Peace.